When Disney decides to build new attractions, very often they get sponsors to help pay for the hefty costs that come with them. For example, Hewlett-Packard sponsors Mission Space, General Motors with Test Track, and my favorite, Chiquita sponsors Living with the Land. Come on, you gotta admit that's like the most fitting sponsorship. They're freaking sponsored banana trees on the ride. At this point you may be asking, what do sponsored banana trees have anything to do with the title of this video? And the answer is actually a lot, kind of. Let's begin this story at the beginning. When Epcot was being built, Disney needed as much money as possible as they could scrap. So this is where, you guessed it, sponsors came into the picture. But Disney needed to make the deal more appealing to them. So they promised each sponsor with luxurious lounges where executives could relax and have their own private area on Disney property. In today's video, we will be exploring the 9 different hidden VIP lounges in Epcot's future world. Let's start with the lounge closest to the park entrance, Base 21. This one is located right in Project Tomorrow. For those who don't know, Project Tomorrow is the building directly behind Spaceship Earth, or the giant golf ball as a lot of people call it. Currently, Siemens is the sponsor of Spaceship Earth, so Siemens employees, families, and clients receive special access to the suite. However, in October 2017, Siemens will be ending their sponsorship, so if there are any plans for a new sponsor to step in, they will most likely take the ownership of the lounge area. As for the design, Base 21 is probably the most futuristic and interactive of all the VIP lounges in Epcot. In the Explorers Lounge, there are touchscreen TVs that allow you to control lighting such as the floor tiles beneath you. Move toward the observatory, and there's a window that points out to the Innovations Plaza. So next time you're in the plaza, look towards the back of Project Tomorrow and look up. You may be able to see Base 21. Past the bar is the Innovation Lab, although I'm not really sure why they call it a lab, considering it's just a fancy looking conference room. And if you really want to feel like royalty, past the Innovation Lab there is a VIP entrance to board Spaceship Earth. It's basically the ultimate fast pass. Siemens actually has a whole webpage dedicated to their VIP lounge I found online. I highly suggest you all go check it out for more information about it. I'll put the link below in the description. Alright, the next few I'm going to breeze through quickly because they all have been pretty much abandoned at this point. First we have the Exxon Lounge at the Universe of Energy. Now besides the fact that the Universe of Energy as of August 14th, 2017 is officially closed, the lounge itself was actually closed in 1996 when Exxon dropped their sponsorship. It was a pretty standard lounge where any Exxon employees could hang out, but the one cool thing was there was a countdown clock that invited you to board the theater cars before anyone in line could when it hit 0. Next abandoned lounge is Wonders Retreat at the Wonders of Life Pavilion. It had a whole carnival and fun fair theme to it. There was a tent themed bar and many couches for you to relax on. As of right now, the only time the lounge is open is during the food and wine festivals, and Chase card holders are allowed in. And then there's the Kodak Lounge at the Imagination Pavilion. Do not confuse this with the new DVC lounge as they are not the same thing. Kodak had their own VIP lounge where employees and shareholders could go relax and get complimentary drinks. If you really wanted to, you could skip the line for Honey I Shrunk the Audience. Apparently it was a modest lounge with comfy sofas in your classic conference room. This last abandoned VIP lounge we have is the GE Executive Club in Horizons. Now obviously this one doesn't exist anymore considering Horizons was demolished and replaced with Mission Space. GE employees and clients could enter and there were meeting rooms, a kitchen area, and a hostess station. There was also a screen hooked up to a camera on the roof that you could control to view over Future World West. Alright, quick abandoned segment over. Once Mission Space was built, Disney built a VIP lounge for Hewlett-Packard called the HP Red Planet Room. Inside there is the standard kitchen and bar along with a seating area that overlooked the indoor queue area. Interesting though, by the restroom exit is a large map of the globe where guests can put a pin on the map to mark where they came from. There is also a projected video game called Hover Race and a booth where you can make postcards and email them to anyone. Currently, HP employees can enter the VIP lounge, but if you take the 4-hour Undiscovered Future World Tour, guests can visit the Red Planet Room. Right next to Mission Space is Test Track, which is home to the GM Lounge. It's a very basic lounge area that's a lot more space than the other lounges. Inside you can get a good view of Future World East out the large windows. Conference rooms are standard and the lounge only can be accessed by GM employees. Also, there's a VIP boarding area onto Test Track to skip the queue. Okay. If there's one thing I've learned from these VIP lounges, is that they are truly the ultimate fast passes. Not only do most of them have bars and comfy seating, but you can literally bypass the whole line to get on the ride. It can't get any better than that. Now traveling to the opposite side of the park, we arrive at the Landcraft Lounge. It's located directly above the Garden Grill restaurant, and you can even see the hallway through the windows above. The lounge had drinks and views over the desert and farm scenes of living with the land. A cool fact is that the space is currently now used as a training classroom for new Disney cast members and a break area for those who work at the Garden Grill. No guests are able to get up there unless they somehow knew the secret sequence of buttons you need to press in the elevator to reach the 3rd floor. Now, don't go in the elevator thinking you're James Bond trying to figure out the sequence. You don't want to get in any trouble with the mouse. Lastly is the most luxurious of all the lounges, the Living Sea Salon. Let me tell you folks, this lounge looks absolutely stunning. What I would do to get inside? Just kidding. The VIP lounge has a very sea and oceanic theme to it with very nice wood paneling on the walls. There are also windows to see inside the massive aquarium. Rumor has it is that there's a table in the conference room that is carved from a single trunk of hardwood at a cost of $35,000. The lounge was originally sponsored by United Technologies, but nowadays the only way you can get inside is if you make special reservations such as wedding receptions and private events. So there you have it. All of the hidden VIP lounges spread out around Epcot's Future World. For the most part, they're all pretty standard suites with conference rooms, bars, and seating. But each one has a unique quality to share. My question to you is, which lounge do you guys want to visit the most? Personally, it definitely is the Sea Salon, but I'm curious what you guys think. Have any of you been to one of these lounges before? Let me know in the comments. This video required some research, and I could not thank Rob Yeo Design's blog post any more for all the information. Make sure to follow Star Tunnel Station on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you all later.